and blessings, everybody. This is Nika Williams, and I'm hanging out with my boy, just some guy named Jay, on the podcast. Check us out. Follow the funny at Nika Will.
Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast. And I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of the SNL Fan Podcast, basically this is part 2 of the mid-season cast rankings. In the previous podcast, we did 15 through 9. And now in this one, we're going to rank 8 through 1, and I guess the top people will surprise you, but I'm going to justify why they earned the slots that they earned. But before I even get into the next set of people, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Vibes Live. Vibes Live is a 24-hour live stream with lots of different segments, lots of different shows on the station. I'm going to put the link in the information box below. A lot of the various stations, a lot of the various segments on Vibes Live is hosted by Robin Lynn. Robin Lynn is the program director and producer of Vibes Live. Definitely check out the different content on Vibes Live. They play songs. They have a lot of talk radio elements to it. Listeners can call in and chop some game up with the hosts and the guests. So definitely do that. Vibes Live, check them out. And they also play some of my podcasts on their on the live stream as well. All right. Now, let's go on ahead and get into this ranking. And I just want to let you guys know that this is not what I rank them overall. I'm just ranking them based on their performance for this season only. Because if I had to rank them in order of how overall talented they are, I definitely would have put it in a different order, especially some of the people that I ranked in the lower half of this. Like I said, Nasim Pedrad wasn't ranked that high. But like I said, now if I would have ranked everybody's talent overall, then Nasim Pedrad would definitely be in that upper echelon of people. But like I said, I'm strictly ranking people. I'm strictly ranking their performances on this season alone. I'm pretending like I never seen them do anything else but this season. All right, now let's go to number 8. Number 8 is the only featured cast member who actually made it to the topper. Day. I cannot speak today. The only featured cast member to be placed in the top half of this ranking is Kyle Mooney. Kyle Mooney ranked at number 8, and I'm very impressed by his performances. He's been performing very good. I like what he's been doing. I love his digital shorts, man. His digital shorts are even better than Andy Samberg's when he was on the show, in my opinion. Now, Andy Samberg had a lot of crowd-pleasing things, a lot of funny songs, a little weird little things here and there. But Kyle Mooney, his digital shorts are just all out, just straight funny. It's not a bunch of weird things. It's not a bunch of, little silly crowd-pleasing type things. And Andy Samberg, the Lonely Island stuff, it was pretty good. But it was mostly just kind of clever and creative more than funny. Like, it was just, some of that stuff was kind of weird. Like, what? I didn't really get that. But Kyle Mooney's digital shorts, they're just hilarious. They're just funny. They just go straight to the funny bone. And Kyle Mooney, he's even doing better in sketches now. He does very well in the tape segments, but even in sketches, like when he has a couple of lines here and there, he's pretty much doing his thing. His first episode, I will admit, I kind of, when he did that, what was that character name? He did that stand-up comedian character who didn't really do too well. I gotta admit, I really wasn't feeling it like that. But he's really stepped his game up. And he's really performing better than a lot of the featured cast members right now. So he goes at number 8. All right, number 7. Number 7 goes to Cecily Strong. Cecily Strong goes at number 7. Now, I ranked Cecily Strong really high last time I did this ranking because she was really, really impressing me. Her first season on SNL, she came out swinging. Her characters were strong. Her performances were memorable. She did a lot of great things. This season, not so much. The Girlfriend's Talk Show is lame. Her little appearances here and there aren't really they aren't really memorable, and the ones that I do remember, I don't remember her being that good in them. And then now she's taking over Weekend Update. And actually, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, she's not outperforming. I mean, I'm gonna start missing Seth now, because Cecily Strong doesn't give me any kind of indication that she'll be better at Weekend Update than Seth was. And I mean, because when Seth Meyers, when I found out this was going to be his last season, I was like, oh yes, great! I can't wait to see who they're going to have on Weekend Update now. I'm getting tired of Seth. Seth's funny, he's good, but I'm like, okay, time for some new blood, time to switch things up a little bit. And then they went to Cecily, and then I was like, okay, well, let's see what she can do. I'm pretty sure she can do this pretty well. And Cecily, she hasn't really found her rhythm. A few Weekend Updates have been good, but not enough to where I really believe in her. Tina Fey, when Jimmy Fallon and Tina Fey took over Weekend Update, they were swinging. They were going hard. Amy Poehler, when she took over Weekend Update, she was doing very well too. But Cecily Strong is like, I don't know. It's like I'm not really feeling what she's doing. Hopefully she'll step it up, because or something, or maybe get a co-anchor that she can vibe off of, because I don't know. I don't trust Cecily. But you know what? I'm gonna call her Cecily, because those first 2 or 3 episodes, she actually was trying to mimic Seth, as opposed to trying to do Weekend Update in her own rhythm. But what do you all think? Feel free to post your comments in the comment section below. At number 6, Aidy Bryant. Aidy Bryant goes at number 6. Yes, I ranked her higher than Cecily. Aidy Bryant has been given solid performances all this season. Last year, she was okay. She was good here. She was good there. Some things weren't that great. But this season, Aidy Bryant has been taking over. Like, she's really been stepping her game up. She's really been funny. She's been doing even like sketches that weren't that great. Aidy was the funny thing in them. Like, what was that sketch on the first episode that when Tina Fey hosts, that little taxidermy sketch where they had the stuffed animals and stuff? Aidy Bryant's performance, kind of what really, other than the animals being shot in little weird places and stuff, Aidy Bryant pretty much saved that, in my opinion, from what I remember. And Aidy Bryant pretty much saves a lot of these sketches that don't do well, like the Girlfriends Talk Show. You see the jokes coming a mile away. Cecily Strong is just saying, awesome, awesome, all through the thing. It doesn't really match. Aidy Bryant, the way she delivers the lines, the way her facial expressions, the way her comedic timing. Aidy Bryant, man, she has it. And I want her to step her game up even more, because I would like to see her morph into like a Melissa McCarthy or Rebel Wilson. I would love to see her do some. I would like to see Aidy do some physical comedy too. Even though, get out there and start being like a female Chris Farley or something. Start shouting and falling down and turning around. Do that. See if I would love to see Aidy Bryant, pull her weight. She's been pulling her weight, so to speak. But I would like to see her, just really start just taking it, because I'm definitely an Aidy Bryant fan. I'm definitely, I was kind of skeptical at first, but moving forward, I see that she really can carry the show if it came down to it, At number 5 is Jay Pharaoh. I actually thought about ranking Aidy Bryant higher than Jay Pharaoh, but because I was like, who should go? I was actually thinking about ranking Jay Pharaoh kind of like higher than a little lower than Cecily, and kind of higher than Kyle in that. But after I thought more on it, because I really thought on it, I really studied it, I really went back and forth, because I really took this list seriously, because I'm an SNL fan. It really took me a while to really put the list together. After really kind of thinking about it at the just really judging and kind of putting everything together, I would put Jay Pharaoh at the number 5 spot, because although he's still doing the impressions, and he's kind of getting his feet wet, is doing sketches, because he was like kind of like the male version of Abby Elliott, pretty much, in the previous years. But ever since he took over doing Obama, well, at least for this season, his sketch performances have really improved, and And the little bit of airtime that he has been getting when he's not doing impressions of Obama or Will Smith or whoever, he's really been nailing it. His performances have been better than Aidy's, actually, and Aidy's pretty good. So, I mean, I'm having, the more I see Jay Pharaoh, the more I'm starting to have faith in him. At first I just kind of thought he was just, okay, he's just a guy when they need to do a black impression, they need somebody to do Obama, or they need somebody to do Will Smith, and they need somebody to do Denzel, he's there, but now he's kind of proven himself to be he's kind of proven himself, and I think moving forward, Jay Pharaoh will really kind of step it up. I think they're giving him a little more to do. And the writers and everything are kind of trusting him with his abilities. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more Jay Pharaoh. At number 4, I know this is going to surprise a lot of you, who I put at number 4, because this seems to be everyone's favorite cast member. They even call this guy the leader. I don't know why, but I know why they call him the leader, because he's a tall white guy. That's pretty much, we've been brainwashed. If you're a tall, handsome white guy, we call you the leader, even if you're not. Because we just been, every single last one of us, no matter what race, no matter what your gender is, no matter what your background is, we've been programmed to just say, oh, leader, white guy. I mean, subconsciously. You might not think it, subconsciously I think so. Because all in these forums, all in these Saturday Night Live message boards, we've been calling this guy, oh, he's going to be the leading man. He's going to be the leader. He's going to be the leading man. But he hasn't been. But he has been doing, a strong enough performance to rank him at number 4. And that's Taran Killam. Because you already knew what I was talking about when I described him. Taran Killam goes at number 4. I don't think he's the leading man. In my opinion, he's the foil. He is the foil. He can't play straight roles. I don't take him seriously playing any other kind of leadership roles or any kind of authority kind of roles. I don't take him seriously like that. And neither does he, because he keeps playing the foils. He keeps playing the goofy characters, keep playing the silly roles, the loud, jokey kind of characters, and that's okay. That's what I like. I mean, why do we have to program ourselves to say, okay, he's a tall, handsome white guy. Okay, he needs to play the leading man. He needs to play. Forget that. If he's not good at it, I mean, why? Because honestly, in my opinion, Taran Killam is as good at everything else but playing the leading man. And I'm glad though. Taran Killam gives great impressions. He does great impressions. Gives great performances. He's good at just playing the joke, and I would like to continue seeing him. I'd like to see that streak continue. So Taran Killam, you go at number 4, because Bobby Moynihan did better than you this season so far. He goes at number 3. Bobby Moynihan is at number 3. He has really impressed me over the previous years. Bobby Moynihan, I was like, oh man, they just got him because they needed a big guy, or they're looking for a big guy. And Bobby Moynihan, I mean, he's just not really. He's not really in the past. He didn't really bring it though. But this season, actually, you know what? Everybody calling Taran Killam the leading man. Actually, I say Bobby Moynihan's the leading man of this season. If you want to call somebody a leading man, Bobby Moynihan he's just all around good performer, good actor. He's really been shining, and he's really been pulling his weight on the show. And I say too much, but Bobby Moynihan is he's very good. And I'd like to see Bobby Moynihan continue that streak of being very good. He's also Bobby Moynihan is also becoming that go-to guy. You see, they're not really going to Taran Killam. They're going to Bobby Moynihan because they know that Bobby Moynihan can really pull off things that Taran can't even pull off. Although Bobby Moynihan's shape might typecast him in playing different kind of roles where he's the big guy, he's the fat guy, so they're going to keep putting him in those big guy and fat guy roles. But they see the talent that Bobby Moynihan possesses. And I feel like they've really been utilizing Bobby Moynihan to the full degree. All right. Now I know you guys are going to be very surprised at who I ranked at number 2 and number 1, and so you're probably running through the list of people that already. Okay, so he named that, he named that, he named that, he named that, he named this person. Wait a minute. Are you saying Kenan Thompson and Kate McKinnon go at number 1 and number 2? Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. At number 2, Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon, she is really just giving solid performances, and she's not hogging it like Kristen Wiig. You know, because I thought that they were going to make Kate McKinnon the new Kristen Wiig. I thought they were going to shove Kate McKinnon down her throat, and they haven't. Kate McKinnon has been a good team player, and she's kind of, you know, I mean, she's not out. I mean, her performances are very, like they're just great. They're just like she's nailing them. Like every time she get, I can't think of anything Kate McKinnon has done that wasn't funny. Like even if it wasn't funny or it didn't call for her to be the funny one in that role, she still gave it her all. You know, and I'm very impressed with the work she's doing. So definitely kudos to Kate McKinnon. I heard something. Yeah, I would definitely like to continue seeing this good streak of Kate McKinnon doing great things on the show. You know, I'm definitely a fan of Kate McKinnon. Every time she gets the ball, she scores. And at number 1, I know you all are mad at me because a lot of you don't like Kenan Thompson, but let's call a spade a spade. Kenan Thompson goes at number 1. And I'm not calling Kenan Thompson a spade, of course. I'm black myself, so I can, you know, even if I was, I can say. Well, anyway, Kenan Thompson goes at number 1. Kenan Thompson, the number 1 SNL cast member for the 2013-2014 season so far. Now, I know you're balling your fist up and going, no way. But just think about it, man. Kenan Thompson has stepped his game up. He's been giving solid performances. He's actually the writers have definitely been using him. He's been solid in every performance, and you know, and just to be honest with you, way back when Kenan Thompson joined in 2003, I was thinking, oh my God, don't bring that Nickelodeon stuff up in here. You know, oh man, he's gonna be doing that Nickelodeon stuff. You know, and when he first was on the cast, he was kind of goofy. He was goofy. He wasn't really that great, but now it's like he's like a big Tim Meadows, in my opinion. He's like a heavy version of Tim Meadows. He's like that guy you can insert in any role, any kind of character, and he just nails it. You know, he just gives a solid performance each time. You know, I don't know what Kenan Thompson is doing differently. Maybe I don't know. It's just that he has, and if you don't like Kenan Thompson now, you're just hating, because Kenan Thompson definitely stepped his game up. You know, he's definitely way better than he was in the previous years, and I definitely I stand behind that. You know, Kenan Thompson he doesn't just mug the camera and make a funny face anymore. Now he actually has some good jokes behind him. He has some good you know, the writers are giving him better lines. He's actually performed the lines that he's been given that aren't that great. He's doing pretty well with them, and I'm gonna keep it real. I think he's had some of the best Weekend Update commentary in a minute. Well, actually, last season's Weekend Update, Kenan Thompson really did his thing. But Kenan Thompson, man, like I don't know what else to keep saying about him. He's doing well, you know. All right, so let's see, let's recap. Well, actually, I'm gonna recap the whole entire cast. At number 15, Michael Brien. Number 14, Brooks Wheelan. 13, Noel Wells. 12, John Milhiser. 11, Beck Bennet. 10, Vanessa Bayer. 9, Nasim Pedrad. 8, Kyle Mooney. 7, Cecily Strong. 6, Aidy Bryant. 5, J. Pharaoh. 4, Taran Killam. 3, Bobby Moynihan. 2, Kate McKinnon. And number 1, Kenan Thompson. All right. That's all I like to say. What do you think about the list? Feel free to rank them yourself, and feel free to debate me on it. Post your comments in the comments section, or make a video reply or video response. That's it. That's all I like to say. Oh, yeah, and check out Vibes Live. I'll put the link in the information box below. Vibes Live, 24-hour live stream. Check them out. All right, that's all I like to say. I'm just some guy named Jay. Good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.